And I'm Joyce O'Harger in the southwest of England, looking at an unusual breeding project designed to bring back the great crane. I'm Joyce O'Harger in the southwest of England, and we're looking at an unusual breeding project designed to bring back the great crane. A rare sight in Britain, a flock of Eurasian cranes. 4 feet tall with a wingspan of over 7 feet, it's one of the country's most spectacular birds. I'm Joyce O'Harger in the southwest of England. A few hundred years ago, the Eurasian crane would not have been unusual in Britain. But in the 1700s, that changed. Being hunted for food and the loss of their natural wetlands habitat meant that the bird virtually disappeared from Britain. This is the Slimbridge Crane School in Gloucestershire. It's run by the Wildfowl and Wetlands Trust. They've helped create an unusual hatching and rearing programme to bring the crane back to Britain. These older birds live at Slimbridge, and I'm told that to get close to any of the cranes, I have to be suitably dressed and equipped. Let's take this off. Now we're with Nigel Jarrett from WWT. Now I've got a very strange costume on, but there's a serious reason for it, isn't there?
There is, and it's to hide your body shape. We don't want these birds growing up thinking that they're people. We want them to think that they're cranes. So we bring the birds here as eggs. When they hatch, the first thing they see is actually the business end of the costume you wear,
right,
which is this modified litter picker.
Oh, it's got a spoon on the end, yeah.
And it has a spoon because the birds literally have to be spoon-fed.
Well, let's see if I can get a closer look. I'm hoping that they might come towards me to say hello. Oh, they're very stately looking birds. Oh, it's fantastic being able to get this close to them though. Crane chicks are more trusting, and for them the disguise is crucial. The eggs came here from Germany in the spring and they soon hatched. These chicks are just a few weeks old, and all the birds are taught how to survive in the wild. And does it work?
It does work. We've raised 18 birds last year, 17 this year. They've now been released in the Somerset levels and they're surviving and behaving normally, avoiding foxes, avoiding people, yet wandering around fields and feeding well. And hopefully next year they'll begin to breed themselves.
So to see these loud, spectacular-looking birds in the wild, we headed south. After about 3 months, the birds are moved to Somerset, where Amy King here helps look after them. Amy, what happens once they get to Somerset?
Well, they come down into a release enclosure that we've set up for them. They're actually undercover for another 3 weeks in an aviary similar to the one up in Slimbridge, but they can see out to over the levels, so they get used to the area, and that's in order to get them to imprint on this area.
Okay, so what do we need?
We just need this tracking device and some binoculars.
Okay, got the binoculars, so
okay,
let's go find these cranes. The birds are in the wild now, but it's still really important for you to monitor them, isn't it?
Yeah, each one's got a radio tag on it, and every day, especially at the beginning of the release, we try and locate them daily, and this is partly just to check that they're okay, but we also like to watch what they're doing and see how they're interacting with each other and the older generation.
Our patience is soon rewarded.
Oh, they are actually dancing over there.
Oh, they are dancing over there.
Look, can you just see them sort of leaping about up in the air there? You can just see their wings.
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
No, they really are dancing. Oh my goodness.
They do this sort of dancing routine. Various types of dances mean different things. When the youngsters are around, a lot of the time it's a territorial thing. The youngsters are trying it on and trying to be a bit bigger than them, so they fluff themselves up and they do preening displays and they'll do a dance. As they get older, it becomes more of a territorial thing and a breeding thing.
And we've got 2 groups of birds now, haven't we? I mean, we're
Yeah.
seeing one here.
Yeah.
These are
The
juvenile
juveniles.
cranes,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And how are they interacting? Are they getting on quite well?
Initially, when they first came in, there was a little bit of a fight between the older and the younger. Some of the more bolshy younger ones tried to get up the pecking order in the older, more established group, and they did get a little bit of a kicking, but they got put in their place.
Only one other small population of cranes exists in this country. It's in Norfolk, and breeding is very slow. For cranes to thrive in Britain, they'll need a helping hand.
We've now got 30 odd birds in Somerset. We hope to release 100 over 5 years. So once again, we can have them as a native species. And they belong here. They're Britain's tallest, loudest bird. And hopefully in 5 years or more, everybody will be able to see them.